It's Judy here, and today I wanted to give you some information on how to understand your Smart Pulse report. It's pretty simple, but there are some nuances that I thought would be very helpful for you. These results are really easy to understand. And of course, you can see your doctor and get pretty similar information, but you must rely on his communication skills and his knowledge of you and your lifestyle and your body to really figure out what he is trying to tell you. It's time consuming and could be a huge financial burden. And let's face it, our bodies are changing constantly because of age, stress, and our environment, which affects our cardiovascular and digestive system. So why not take the power into our own hands and measure for ourselves and loved ones with a 3-minute screening whenever you want? So to help you live a better life, today we will give you that deeper understanding of the report you get from the app. I'm not a doctor, and I'm just a heart rate variability specialist, a consumer wellness advocate. And I have to give you this standard disclaimer that the cardio wellness group does not diagnose or treat any disease. I've been actually working with this technology now for over 5 years and have screened thousands of individuals to help them understand what is going on with their circulation. Now that this personal technology has been released for the individual, everyone can take advantage of my knowledge without me being there. So let's get started and look at what the screen tells us. Here is an actual report of a fictitious person. Your name would be here under name. One of the great advantages of this system and report is that you can share it via email or text to your medical professional or to friend, family member, even to Facebook if you choose. Now, the first measurement is our resting heart rate. Resting heart rate should be in the green level. Here, this is 84, a little bit to the high end of the resting heart rate. Along next to it is ectopic beat. Ectopic beat is actually how many times the heart skipped a beat during the 3-minute screening. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later on in this report. Next, we're going to talk about stress. Stress in the US, I found as I'm screening many more people and the same people over and over again, stress is increasing here in the United States. But now we have a way to measure it and eventually to control it. There are 3 different kinds of stress. The first is physical stress. Physical stress is actually showing stress in the body. It comes out as tightness in the neck, the shoulders, maybe the lower back, and it can even eventually go into pain. So we want to keep our physical stress nice and low. The next is mental stress. Mental stress, also wanting to keep that in the green. I like to call this the worry gene. It's thinking about the same thing over and over again without any resolution. Now, next, we are going to the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Really, what that means is this is our fight or flight response, and on this side, it is our rest and digest response. What we want to do is keep this centered in the middle. So it should say 50-50. If you notice, it doesn't. So this individual is definitely in fight or flight right now. So there are ways to keep that in balance, but this is just a report. So that is the autonomic nerve system. Going further down the report, we're looking at our types. There are 7 different types of arterial health. 1 is ideal, 7 is the most compromised. In the center here is the overall arterial score where you see 83. Our goal is to have 100. So this circle actually shows how much percentage is in each different type of our arterial occlusion. So this graph actually shows the different types. So this is type 1, completely clear arteries, and this is type 7, pretty full arteries. So type 1 is similar to about a 20-year-old, a young person, and type 7 could be similar to an 80-year-old. But you don't have to be those ages. Our lifestyle, our diet, our environment, our exercise routines really make a difference. We have the ability to go from type 7 to type 1 theoretically. I actually personally was a type 4 when I started, the first time I got screened, and now I am a type 1. So I know from personal work on myself that there is a way to change these numbers. Further down the page is our overall results. This is so interesting. This is a place you may want to stop the video and really read. Now, every report where it says overall results is different because every individual is different. So what you get on your report would be different than what this person got on their report. But there are some recommendations and suggestions from the manufacturer and from the doctors that I have worked with over the past 5 years, and my own personal use of different supplements and devices and things that I have done personally. And again, this is not to diagnose or treat. This is for information purposes only. So just some recommendations and suggestions overall. If you have a high heartbeat, if your heartbeat was excessively high, if you are in good health, you may need to do some cardiovascular exercise because the heart is a muscle and it needs to be worked out just like the rest of your body. If you have excessive ectopic beats, remember that's when your heart skipped a beat. It could be just because you moved during the screening or perhaps coughed or tried to cough or held your breath. Things like that would make a difference with ectopic beats. But if you continue to screen and rescreen yourself and you have a high number of ectopic beats, it's a good idea to actually go to your medical professional and have them take a check at your heart. Next is high stress levels. So if you have exceedingly high sympathetic, that was the one on the left, fight or flight response, some things that you can do is meditation, use lavender oil, yoga. There's products that naturally lower your stress, which I use Anxious List. Hire a stress coach. If your parasympathetic is low, your rest and digest is low, you may just have eaten recently and you are in actually digestive mode, and that would make a difference. But get some hobbies, maybe hire a life coach, might be some good things to do. For your arterial health recommendation and the state of your vessels and blood circulation, there are some things that we would suggest depending on what results you have. But these are just a few of suggestions, supplements, dietary supplements that have been helpful for many of our patients and customers, and devices to use to help improve your circulation. I am available if you have any questions about your Smart Pulse device. You can call my 800 number. It's 800-957-8946, and it is manned during working hours. You are more than welcome to leave a message at any time, and we will get back to you. You can also email me at judy@cardiowellnessgroup.com. So thanks for listening. Enjoy your Smart Pulse and live your most vibrant life.